So this is AC Starlord, aka Awesome. Welcome back to my channel, and this is a review for Deadpool and Wolverine. As you can see behind me, Deadpool and Wolverine. I was going to do something else, but this one's kind of a cool background. You have a little Spider-Man right there, Disney. I think you have the Dune. You have, I guess, a lightsaber. For Star Wars because they own Disney. Yeah, you have Captain America's shield. You have a Marvel handbook. You get my point. Yeah, the awesome mixtape. Anyways, this movie was just genius, well put out by Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and Levy, the guy who wrote the movie. And this is just a good, wonderful, amazing um movie. Um, this is my first time reviewing it. I know I should have reviewed it when it was in theaters, but like I was going to see it a second time in theaters, but I didn't ever have a chance to go see it the second time in theaters. But I remember this movie so vaguely when it was in theaters. Just the jokes in here, unstoppable from Deadpool. Also, Wolverine being all being serious and having Hugh Jackman come back after a while, and Hugh Jackman wouldn't come back. And if he didn't have to wear that, if he didn't get to wear that yellow and blue suit, but this one is yellow and black. But he had different variants of suits, and they also saw different variants of Wolverine in the very beginning. This like the black and yellow, the brown and black with fighting with Hulk. The little short one from the comics. Um, the actual X-Men Apocalypse Wolverine when he has lost one hand, a whole bunch of different variants, even the Calverine. People blew their minds for the Calverine. And then, you have Deadpool, his world's about to be um what's it called? Pruned I mean, he's about to get pruned um by the TVA, but also his world's about to fade away from TVA, and the only way he thinks about getting the only way he thinks he can save it is getting his anchor being. His anchor being is Wolverine, because that was the main universe for the main universe. Matter of fact, in the Fox universe was the X-Men, because you would think it would have been Spider-Man. I don't know why. I mean, Spider-Man was 20th Century Fox, but they should have showed Spider-Man, but they didn't. But the Fox universe, it was the X-Men. So, um, yeah, it he brought back Hugh Jack. I mean, he's tried to bring back Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, and that's exactly what he does. Um, and references like calling himself the Marvel Jesus, which is funny. This whole movie was just a genius thing to do, and people have been waiting to see this. Like I'm 33 years old, and I've been waiting for them to do a Deadpool Wolverine movie since they teased it after the first two movies. And that inside joke can go on forever and forever and forever and forever, but like not inside joke, but like them saying, "Oh, we're gonna make this, 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 we're gonna make that, we're gonna make that." And you keep on saying you're gonna make it, and also then it becomes an inside joke that, oh, we're gonna get this at some point down the road, and then we actually get it, and then it actually comes. It's kind of like how I don't want to get too political, but it's kind of like how the very first time when I saw Donald Trump running for president, I thought it was literally a joke when he said, "Hey, I'm going to run for president." And then what happens? He's a president, and now he's president again, and we get this movie. Nothing towards that idea of president, but you get my point. We get this movie, and we finally get this movie, and when we do get this movie, we get also some characters that get to show the limelight again. Like, did you know Ryan Reynolds actually was on before he was in the X-Men Origin movies? He was in Blade Trinity with Blade, uh, Wesley Snipes, and Wesley Snipes' Blade is in this. We also get um Jennifer Garner back as Elektra, and then they make a joke about like sorry about sorry about um sorry about Daredevil, so it's all right because they got divorced. They got divorced around. I mean, they were together when they made Elektra and Daredevil, and they got divorced since then. And then they mentioned a couple of I don't know how many Punishers were in the void, but they mentioned there's been like four Punishers, and then we also get X-23 back. But what I'm saving for last is the guy, the man, the legend in 21 and 22 Jump Street and all these different movies. Channing Tatum. Channing Tatum is in this movie to play Gambit, and he was originally going to play Gambit originally for the Fox universe, and they were going to greenlit it, but they thought it was not a good idea. Now they actually do like his adaptation of Gambit. Now they do, and they've been raving about it. They've been talking about it. Disney's been talking about it, all because of this man right here doing Ryan Reynolds. This man right here, Ryan Reynolds, as Deadpool. They also originally didn't want to do Deadpool until he did. Fox originally didn't want to do Deadpool until Ryan Reynolds did a test screening of it because the only Deadpool we were going to get is an X-Men Origins Wolverine, and that wasn't the one we wanted. And that's, I mean, we got it, but that's not the one at the very end. That's not the one we wanted. And of course, it also ends up the end of the Fox universe and start all new for the MCU. And it's also good to have Deadpool and Wolverine in the same universe now in the MCU. And it's also these two people's interaction in the MCU. Now, Hugh Jackman, I don't know if he's going to stay as Wolverine. They might get a new Wolverine. But I know Ryan Reynolds can stay a little bit longer. I mean, he might be getting up in a little bit of age, but stay a little bit longer. Even he had some other people, like he has wife fill in. I mean, has wife do the voice of Lady Pool. And this movie came up before her movie. It ends with us. And like, I can only imagine like the jokes he said, oh, I'm gonna tell like one joke he told Wolverine, I'm gonna tell Blake. Or he was talking about there's different 33 different bones in your body. And then there's another bone, like talking about, your other, private area, unless you're watching Gossip Girl, because Gossip Girl, she was in Gossip Girl. But he made jokes about his wife, but also his wife showed up in here to play Lady Pool and says it's Uzi time. You had also another like where we did have Ben Affleck, was it Matt Damon and Ben Affleck? No, not Ben. I mean Ben Affleck. We had not Ben Affleck. We had Matt Damon and what's his name? Brad Pitt in the other movies, and then Josh. We had Josh Brolin played other than um Thanos, and then also played um Cable, and it's like we get that, but we also get Matthew McConaughey to play Cowboy Pool, and then we get his daughter, we get Ryan Reynolds' daughter to play one of the Ryan Reynolds' kids to play Baby Pool, and also play Kid Pool, and it's just awesome. And we also get him to play a version of himself as a pretty nice version of himself as Deadpool called Nice Pool. This movie just had everything in it. Had different types of formula. We also get to see Charles Xavier's sister in here. Um, I forgot her name, but she's in here. As the main villain, we also see the TVA. It also leaned into Loki, TVA, and we also see like Chris Hems, not Chris. So many Chris's in the world. Like when he even made a joke, that's not one of my favorite Chris's. We get to see Chris Evans back, not as Captain America. We do see him back as Captain America as like, when he's in the TVA. So there's two versions of him we saw, but we get to see him as Johnny Storm again, and it's kind of awesome. Kind of awesome. He even makes a joke at the very end of the movie. I mean, I was gonna watch it at the very end of it on my Blu-ray player, but I already know the joke, like, oh, he was talking trash about the main villain and stuff like that. And we also get to see other villains from we get to see Sabretooth back again, Sabretooth back again, and other different villains like Toad and stuff like that. It all wraps up the Fox universe, and this movie was just fantastic. Now, would this what my regular review would be like? Probably not. But now that I saw it on Blu-ray again, it's just a fantastic. And this movie is a watchable, quotable movie to watch over and over again. Um, and it's just fun. fun stuff in this movie, fun stuff. And the way I don't think Deadpool is going to be in this might be the end of like the Fox universe and Deadpool with Fox, but not with MCU. Not with the MCU. There's gonna be probably some solo movies with Deadpool, or maybe Team Red, where there might be Daredevil, Deadpool, and Spider-Man, maybe, or Spider-Man and Deadpool movie. Who knows? But all I gotta say, this movie is an awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Watch it on Disney Plus. It's on Disney Plus. I watched Disney Plus yesterday. Get it on Blu-ray, 4K, and or just buy it on digital yourself, or watch it everywhere you can get digital. iTunes, I think Prime still might have it, but if you have Disney Plus, go see it on Disney Plus. They even have new logos on it. They have Dogpool, Wolverine, and Deadpool as a logo for, Avatar icon. So check that out if you have Disney Plus. Just have fun with this movie and have a good time with it, because we're probably going to see more Deadpool, and we're probably see more Wolverine, but not Hugh Jackman, probably because Hugh Jackman's getting a little bit older. And he only did this for a favor for them too. And this movie's awesome. So put like, comment, subscribe, and notification bell on. Deuces.